Okay, guys, this is an example of how you're going to check counties to see if it's a county you can work. And this is probably the best example that I came across. So I'm going to cover this. This is what I did is I went ahead and looked at Alabama, and then I just put county. I didn't put a county name in, but Alabama county online mortgage records. You can also put online deed records, whatever you want. You can also do Register of Deeds Department, Land Records Department. What you don't want to do is use something like this, publicrecords.net R online. Um, let's see what else we got here. That would be a no-go. Public records done online searches. Those type of things are not going to work, guys. You want to work with the actual county. What was interesting here is this Jefferson. This is Jefferson County. You can see it says probate court, and at first I thought this isn't what I want to do. Then I clicked on it, and I read through landmark record search. Now, you can go by name and check names. So let me go ahead and do that. Now, if you read that when I was on it, I'm going to accept the terms. You don't have an option. So, all right. I'm going to do contains, not starts with. If you read that just a second ago, you put the last name first and first name last, right? So I'm going to go ahead. I want to search everything, all categories. I want to see what comes up for this. Because what I want to see is, are deeds there available, and what do they show for mortgages? So it's going to take a while. Most counties are like this. It's loading, 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 And you'll notice I'm using, if you may have noticed, I'm using Firefox. Usually Firefox is your safest bet when searching this. I like Chrome personally. Internet Explorer tends to be a little rough, but some counties require that. When you log on to the county, it will tell you if it's specific to different areas. Now, what I like about this already is I can look at the recordation date and sort by that. That's great. That's going to be important when you do the research. And of course, we're going to show you how to research this stuff, guys. Hopefully, I will have time this evening for this webinar to show you how to do that too. You've got a mortgage release, power of attorney, affidavit. Here's a deed. So let's take a look at it. So good, we've got deeds. I don't care if it says unofficial document across it. Okay, got deeds. I've got that on here. What I want to do, since I'm not seeing an option where I can print it, and you're going to see this quite a bit from things like this, is I want to do full screen. Then what I want to do is I would want to take a screenshot of this, if I can adjust it, right? If I can zoom out a little bit and still be able to read it. So let's do that. I can still read it right now. And what I really am looking for here, you've got all the information here, guys. So that's the first page of a deed, a warranty deed. So I know that I can get that, and I can, if worst case, I can screenshot this. Okay, I can screenshot it, and then I can actually crop it in, and that would be my document for the deed. If that was the last deed that was being held by the owner prior to the foreclosure. All right, so I know I can get deeds. Mortgages I'm also concerned about. Now, in this instance, I've checked this page before, guys. I couldn't find mortgages at first, but that's because you have to choose that option. I want to search for my mortgage, accept. Okay, so let's put the name in. Now, again, let's put Brown Thomas, right? First, last, last, first. Now, these are releases. This is an actual mortgage or amendment, and it's got instrument number. You can see where I'm looking at that, right? The location, the booking page, all of it on here. Okay, now I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to write that booking page down. Book 3115, page 0884. I'm going to come back to that in a minute because I'm going to check something. You click on this. Now, they don't have the mortgage available, okay? And they're not giving consideration. This is kind of bothering me, guys, because I'm not getting what I want to see here, okay? So I've got all this information here. I've got the instrument number, the booking page, the recordation date, the book type, mortgage or amendment of mortgage. Now, in the past, when we had people researching these mortgage amounts, I would have said we got an issue. But here's the thing. Mortgage or amendment of mortgage. Let's check this. I want to show you something. So this is a mortgage or amendment. I want to see if there's, I screwed up. See, it's kind of funky. All right, let's do this again. Brown, Thomas. Okay, so I'll show you what I'm looking for. All I really care about, guys, we're not going to take it if there's a mortgage against the property that hasn't been satisfied, okay? If it was a mortgage foreclosure, well, then the mortgage has been satisfied. They were paid off. That's how the surplus was created. However, okay, let's see this release, and let's see what it says on the release. It's got an instrument number, the recording date, the book type, grantor and grantee. So you know who released it. And you know the reference, which one was released. So you can actually click on it, even though it might not show you, it doesn't show you the document. Ah, there we go. It actually shows you the document now. Do you see that? This is the one that was released. So you'll be able to research this. Now, I know this is new to a lot of people. I'm going to have multiple, but those of you guys that have done this before, you're going to freak out because you realize now you don't even need to have this. If it's paid off, which this one is, right? Because let's go back. That one was released. We're golden. We know it's released. We can get the information we need to prove that it was released. We're great because you're not going to be sending anything in that has a mortgage on it anyway. So guess what? We can use this. The odd thing with Jefferson County is it's in probate. Their probate court actually takes care of this. Jefferson County Probate Court land records. But I knew that because I just did a basic search for Alabama County online mortgage records. Okay. This is Alaska. Let's see what we can find here. I believe Alaska, yeah, DNR. I remember doing this search before. Actually handles it at the state level for all of them. Searches. Let's see where we go. I want to do let's say a name search, okay? And I want to search, let's say, it doesn't matter, right? Let's say Anchorage is big. Enter name. Smith John, right? They tell you the format. So I'm going to do Brown Thomas. All right, this one is going to be a little more difficult. This would not be on the top of my list, okay? Just because, good Lord, look at it. You have to click through each one. Now, the list you're going to get is going to have a first name, usually a middle initial and last name, so that would help you quite a bit. This would be one I would, right now, I would pass on this, guys. Okay? Because look what's, you don't know if you got the right Thomas Brown here, right? You just don't know. You don't know. So I would pass on it unless you have a middle initial. So let's say, for instance, you had a middle initial J. Okay. Let's do the search. Anchorage, Brown, Thomas J. Now, these are L's down here. So this is the only grouping that comes up. I'm going to click on that. So I've got a deed from him. Then you could work it. You see that? Now check it out. You can click on the deed. I want to see the actual deed. This is important. We have to be able to see that. Okay. There it is. So we know we can get deeds. And let's make sure, the other thing we want to see is that we can track mortgages and see if they've been paid off. A mortgage is also called a deed of trust. Let's check out this deed of trust. And there's a little more, guys. You put it in year, in date order. That's how you do title work. I'll probably give you a link to give you an example of title work so you can see. But right now, all we're doing is, do we have access to everything we need, right? So that's a plat. We know we can't see that, but let's see if we can look at this image. It uses a TIFF format, but we know that it's got it. That's why it's not showing up right here, okay? So if I had a TIFF reader, I could look at the document. So I know I can download it. Hey, I can work Alaska. I've got all the information that I need, okay? Arizona and Arkansas are similar in that you can get the resources you need. I'm going to go to California to show you something why we tell you it's difficult in California. Okay, so we got home mortgage calculator. Let's do this. I'm on Bing. Let's check out Orange County. Official records is a lot of times what they're called, guys, in a lot of states. Okay. There's fees on here, recorded real estate document searches, facts, popular links. Um, you got to be able to log in or register. All right, let's delete that. Go to the next one. Let's delete this part. Oh, this is Orange County again. Uh, all right, guys, so we're on County of Santa Clara. I want to search records online. You got a publicly access retrieval information system. Everything looks good, right? It all looks fantastic up to this point. Now, this is another one that's going to be a little difficult, right? So let's see if we've got a, give you an example here. All right, let's do Thomas G. Brown. Obviously, you had a list already with a name, middle initial, and last name, okay? All we've got on this guy is a notice assessment. So that's not going to work. Erase that. Abstract of judgment. Here's a quitclaim deed, guys. Here's your problem, though, right? Got the quitclaim deed. You got the basic information on it, document number. You have to order you got to order a copy. You can't just look at it. You see that? I'm locked out. This is a county I can't work in California. Very few counties, if any, give you access online to it. So now you see where we've got one. We got a dead end. You wouldn't want to get this. You wouldn't want to get this list.